Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Matt, and welcome back to NFT Kings. In today's video, we're going to be talking about exactly what Decentraland has been up to here over the past 24 hours or so. And unfortunately, we've been dealing with a very, very difficult set of market conditions right now. So without further ado, guys, let's get right into it, folks. So if you guys have already seen what we are working with here on the day, Decentraland has been performing not too hot. And unfortunately, this is simply due to the fact that the entire market, including Bitcoin, has been performing absolutely dismally. You guys can see over the past day or so, 2 days, it's been really, really brutal for a lot of people out there. Now, unfortunately, when it comes to looking at a portfolio, of course, that may be lower, but when it actually comes to Decentraland, this is kind of a good thing, because the reason why this is down is nothing to do with their own accord. This is not anything to do with Decentraland. Their website didn't go down. There's not a mass, loss of confidence in the asset. None of that. The only reason why Decentraland is down like this is because the entire market is down. And that's a pretty good thing in a sense, because it shows that people have not abandoned ship. People haven't jumped Decentraland completely. It's simply the fact that the majority of the market is down. And when we look over the past 24 hours at some of the biggest losers here on our list and whatnot, Decentraland is not even close to the bottom. I mean, they're, a little bit down here, but we have at least, 20, 30 coins, which, out of the top 100 market cap right now, are performing a lot worse than Decentraland is. So we do have a lot of opportunity here to make a comeback. We are at around 11% here down on the day, $3.50 per coin right now. Market cap is currently a little over $6 billion, which is still amazing. I mean, for the people that bought back in January or February, March, I know a lot of people in my comments have actually been talking about how they bought this at an astronomically low price. I don't think they're worried very much, because they bought somewhere back here. They bought somewhere back here, which, is a pretty great time for a lot of people to get involved in this. So they were able to snag this token a little bit earlier than just about everybody else, and I don't think they're worrying very much. In terms of volume over the past 24 hours, that is down around 50%, so 1.5 billion, definitely not bad, and sometimes, again, that lower volume is actually a good thing, giving us a little bit of time to level off, but ideally, we would want to see some more buy volume than sell volume, hopefully coming up. Before I go any further, guys, make sure to check out Webull, link down below in the description. If you guys like to get started trading stocks, crypto, all that good stuff, you guys could do that over there with Webull. And if you guys do sign up with my link, you guys will get 1 or 2 free stocks valued up to potentially $2,300. So make sure to check that out. Link down below in the description. All right, folks, so when we look at our graph, there is really a lot to unpack here, but one of the major, sort of movements that I'm seeing from this, if we really ignore this flash crash here, which, again, it is a flash crash, it definitely is not hitting $2.50 anytime in the near future, I would say. When we ignore this flash crash here for a minute, guys, something that, kind of stands out to me is the fact that this actually does make a kind of falling wedge movement. You guys can see it is a little rough, it's not quite as pretty as a normal graph would be on Google or something like that, but you could say that this does sort of resemble a falling wedge in some way, and it's a little tougher to quantify compared to perhaps maybe some other graphs out there or whatnot, but I definitely do think that the potential for this to have been a falling wedge was very likely. Lower highs and lower lows, the key indicator of a falling wedge. So that was very possible, and something like that could have easily been a breakout. The problem, again, is the fact that we have this flash crash here, which is kind of throwing a wrench in things. And in my last video, I talked to you guys, I said, what? It looks as if, after the results of this flash crash here, we're going to be able to climb back into the high threes and stay in the high threes again. But during that time, Bitcoin was actually behaving itself. Really, as much as I would love, to say that Decentraland would be able to hang out in the high threes again, the problem is that Bitcoin just won't behave itself. It will not get above 50, which is a shame. During this time, we were creeping on 50 again, which would have been fantastic. Unfortunately, we are not quite there yet. So it would take reaching $50,000 for Bitcoin to really get us back on track for Decentraland, heading back to $4 per token. So when we check the relative strength index, you guys can see, of course, it is going to analyze the volume here based on the current set of market conditions. So we are way oversold here, of course. That is understandable. We have that flash crash. The RSI heads down to 15, which is very low, and obviously that does show that there is a sign of some kind of explosive breakout as a result, because we are way oversold. So we head down to 250, of course, and then we snap back. We snap back very quickly, heading up to the high threes, about to get over 4 again and hang out over 4, which we do for a little bit. Unfortunately, again, that is not maintained, and now we kind of are back creeping down towards the bottom of the relative strength index again, heading a little lower. It is very possible that on the night it could head even lower, maybe down to around 330, 335, somewhere around there, I think is maybe pretty realistic. But we also do have the headroom to work our way up if we want to without experiencing a flash crash. So we're at 348 now. I think it's very possible to head to 360, 370 if we wanted to, but without experiencing any major crash or anything like that. So on the chance that Bitcoin decides to have some crazy pump or whatnot, it is very possible that we could do this and return to some better numbers. When we check out the Fibonacci retracement, of course, you guys can see it's going to outline the top and bottom of the most recent run. So of course, we have the top here right around 422 and the bottom here at around 344. And essentially what this is showing us is that we have attempted to cross past the 23.6% line once again, and unfortunately we were rejected. So we tried to get past 365 in some attempt to work our way back up and start climbing these fibs. Unfortunately, it gets a little bit tough and we are sent back down to the bottom here. Now what I'm really concerned about is the fact that we fall through this bottom yet again. I hope that doesn't happen. I think that we will definitely be able to bounce off 340-ish, definitely not much lower than that. In a worse scenario, it is possible that we head down to these candles, down to around maybe, 3.05, somewhere around there. But I definitely hope that is not the case. And again, I don't see us being in the mid twos anytime in the near future. So, we definitely do have the opportunity to work our way back up. If we want to here, it is very possible we could leverage the 23.6% line to be able to perhaps do something like this. So with that being said, guys, that is my general thought. I really think that this is probably going to just consolidate somewhere between, maybe 360 and 340 over, the next day or so, if Bitcoin manages to just stay stagnant like it is right now, unfortunately, and it would probably kind of bounce, between there for the next day or so. What really needs to happen is, of course, this needs to start behaving itself again. Ethereum needs to start, doing what it needs to do again. And obviously, if that happens, we would have a lot better luck with Decentraland. Of course, as an Ethereum token, Ethereum doing good would probably help, I'd say. So with that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you guys did, make sure to drop a like and subscribe for more daily Mana videos. I really do appreciate all the amazing support. And let me know, guys, down below in the comments what type of content you want to see in the future, whether it's NFT videos or Mana. Again, I know Mana is NFT related, so definitely let me know down below in the comments. Thank you guys so much. My name is Matt. I will see you all on the next video. Peace.